Hello, I'm Jen from Cakey Lulu's and Brand Ambassador for Prop Options. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the PropSecure pins with your sidebar cake separator. So when you get your separator, it will come with 3 holes pre-drilled in both the top and bottom plate, and you can buy the pins in packs of 3, either separately or in a bundle with your separator. So to attach the pins to your separator, all you have to do is take the fastener off, feed it through one of the holes, and then twist the pin until it's securely in place. And then repeat with the other 2. You can use the spikes in either the top plate, bottom plate or both for added security, and Prop Options have created some acrylic cake boards in 4, 6 and 8 inches diameter, and they have the holes pre-drilled so that once your cake is layered up and stacked onto your board, you can really easily slot it in place onto the pins. So here I have a 6-inch round chocolate cake, and I'm going to show you how to attach it to your Prop Options cake board. So using chocolate ganache, because I've got a chocolate cake, I'm just going to spread a little bit onto the cake board and then unwrapping my cake, I'm just going to attach it in place. And then I'm going to put it to the side just to set before I decorate the cake. To attach your PropSecure separator to your bottom tier, first you'll need to make a mark on the top of the cake as a guide for where the pins are going to go. So to do that, I just take my separator, line it up in the centre of my cake, making sure that the sidebar is where it needs to be for the design. And then using a toothpick, I just scribe inside the pre-drilled holes to leave a mark so I know where the pins are going to go into the cake. Next, I need to securely dowel the cake. To dowel my cake, I'm going to put my first dowel in the very centre of the cake, and then using my thumb as a marker, I will pull the dowel out of the cake and trim it in that spot. My other dowels need to be the same height as this dowel to make sure that the cake is completely level. So now my dowels are all cut to the same height, I'm going to insert them into the cake. So the original one goes back into the middle, and then the other 5 I'm going to place around the cake, halfway between the edge of the cake and the central dowel. Now just push down your dowels to make sure they're right the way through the cake, and then we need to prepare the separator. So to attach the pins into the bottom plate, it's the exact same way as the top plate. So we need to turn the separator upside down, and then taking our pins, unscrew them and tighten them securely in place. Once those pins are securely tightened, we now need to attach the separator onto our cake. So bringing the cake back in, I'm going to attach my separator using some white chocolate ganache. And I'm going to spread that ganache all the way over the top of my tier, apart from where I've made the marks for the pins, so that I still have my guide when I need to attach my separator. Once the top of the tier is covered, bring in your separator and line up the pins with the holes that you made earlier and push the separator down to secure it in place. And now all we need to do is disguise the bottom plate to give a seamless finish. And once that's had a chance to set, I'll trim off the excess around the edges to give a completely seamless finish. Now the bottom tier is set, I've trimmed the top edge of ganache off, and all that's left to do is attach my top tier onto the top plate of my separator. And to do that, I'm going to use some ganache. And then I'm going to take my top tier, which is set, and you'll see that I have the holes, which I'm going to line up with the pins and just slot it and push it down into place. Once the top tier is secured in place, we just need to disguise the top plate. And so I'm going to use some ganache, and I'm just going to spread it along the bottom edge of my cake. And once I've done that, I'm going to get my scraper and scrape the excess away. Once you've smoothed your top tier and disguised the top plate, all that's left to do is trim away the excess along the bottom edge. So I'm going to use a sharp knife and just run it along the top plate, trimming off the excess ganache. And the top plate is completely disguised. I really hope you found this video useful, and we can't wait to hear what you think about PropSecure and see all your creations made using it. Of course, head on over to Prop Options YouTube channel to check out my other videos where I show you how to disguise the sidebar using sugar paste, and pop me a message if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.